Take a look at this beauty. Mentioned that Dev did a very quick and dirty job on the livery here. The recently released cows, DA-40. We've been flying the DA-42 quite a bit around. I guess we started in Washington, headed up through Canada, and now we're in Alaska. So I'm checking out the Aleutian Islands today, checking out this airplane. Just modeled really well, but he put together a quick world tour livery for us. Like that you can walk under this way, hitting your head. And we're going to take it for a spin today. The airplane has not left the ground yet, ever. So this is going to be interesting. What's going on, Tommy? Hey, brother, I'm here, but I'm live on Fortnite with Jeff. Fortnite? I'm supposed to be flying airplanes. I have time to be building buildings. Actually, I have not played much Fortnite. That is one first-person shooter that I could not get into. I don't know if it was the building aspect of it or that was throwing me off or what, but I don't know. I never really enjoyed it that much. More of a Call of Duty or PUBG kind of person. Anyways, thanks for joining, Tommy, and I appreciate the view there. We're going to be in the Aleutian Islands. Yeah, I can't get into any first-person shooters, what Dev says. Oh, well, that's just because you haven't played with me. I'm making fun. Just kidding. We're going to be heading... what was the flight plan here? I think it's Pilot's Point. Let me pull up my Navigraph real quick. Yeah, we're going to head over to... We'll pull the Navigraph up over here real fast. Pilot's Point. A little bit of a longer flight. We're going to be spending a bit of time in cruise here, but it's going to give us some time to mess around with the airplane and see how it handles different altitudes, especially once we get across the bay here. So, a couple touch and goes here at the... what was the name of that airport? Let's go. Airports. Can it not let me just click on it? No? Whatever PAL B is, I don't know why it's not opening, and PAKY. I don't even know if there's a legitimate runway there, but they did pop up, and there appears to be one, so it should be interesting. Nonetheless, we'll see how this thing handles. Basically copied over the DA-42's controls, so we may be finagling some of the things once we get in the air there, but it should be fun. No worries if you can. I'm sure we are flying tomorrow. I think I am actually free tomorrow night, so I was tentatively planning on doing the FNO. So if you want to try to do that joint stream, Tommy, just let me know. You're going to have to walk me through, and I need to set up some alerts. I don't have alerts set up for follows and things like that, so I'm sorry if I miss anything initially. But all right, anyways, we're going to get back in the cockpit. We got a longer flight for this little airplane to do, so we need to get up and cruising. Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Too bad there's not like a walk around built into it yet, but it is a very pretty airplane.
They're working on that.
Hang on. Can you walk through the wing? Oh, you can. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah,
technically, I guess you're supposed to climb right there, but we're just going to do that. All right. So, had a little issue starting it earlier, and it may have been user error. And do I see Dev right there? I do see Dev and Ron. Look at that. Got them both.
Wait, do I see Dev? No, I do not.
I am off to your left, and Ron's behind you. It looks like Dev's the sad man out tonight. All right, so Master Avionics. I did just have this running just to make sure I could get it running because it was posing a little bit of an issue there. So we're just going to see if it'll just fire at it for us. We're in the left tank. Go full mixture. Cracked throttle. And let's try to start. Nope. Let's try fuel pump for 2 seconds. And start. Here we go again. Why is this gotta be so difficult?
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm having issues now too. It's so cold. It's hard. Just having trouble catching.
Yeah,
it's almost there. It's almost there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Got it. That took a hot second.
Come on.
Your throttle cracked a little bit?
Yeah.
Try starting with the fuel pump on, that's what I just did.
This is awful finicky. It is a new engine, though. I don't know why it's such...
And slowly increase the throttle once it's about to hit.
Well, it's not doing anything other than sound like the same.
Oh.
can see that
Turn your
manifold
avionics
pressure.
master off. You're not supposed to have that on while you're starting.
Well, it worked before with it. It's just a battery draw. Which, if anything, me trying to start this thing right now is more of a battery draw than anything else.
Pause system test. Okay.
Okay. I don't know what the problem is. I literally had it running. Let's see. What is the engine? See, I have some temperature in the cylinder heads, though, so they're not freezing cold. I don't know why it's struggling so much.
Look down at your throttle for really quickly.
I just idled it back there.
Okay.
Back to both.
You need a little more than that. Yeah, looks good.
Come on.
Is there an option to recharge your battery?
I don't know. Probably a reset of a failure. Let's go to menu. Failures mode's normal. Let's go reset damage and failures. Damage reset. Just make sure that's all cleared out. See if that'll start now. No? Interesting. Emergency reset.
Switch to your other
Master.
tank.
I don't know why that would matter, but... Engine pressure.
My other thought is your avionics is not giving enough. With your avionics on, it's not giving enough voltage to be able to start the aircraft because drawing drawing twice.
I mean, I started it with the master avionics off.
Okay.
And then I turned it on to see if there's something I could adjust.
Oh.
Okay, well, this is going swimmingly. Don't know why this is such a pain. Lowering the prop all the way down. I'm leaning it out just a touch. I mean, there's getting plenty of fuel flow. I don't know why it's not starting. All right, brand new airplane, brand new problems. What's the shortcut to
I'm
start?
like confused why you're not being able to start. I've been able to start so far every time.
I don't know. All battery. Oh, the fuel pump again. Oh, there he goes. The mess
Got
with the
it,
mixture.
So maybe you do have to do that whole mixture.
Engine starter with
and
mixture
put-
off. Is current. I don't know. Who knows? We
Whatever,
should be
we'll
all right
figure it
now
out.
that we're running.
Neither of us have run the manual, by the way.
No, I've not read the manual at all. But that's our style, so we don't usually do that. Okay. Why
Big
are
question
we
is, what's a manual?
beeping? Exactly.
Oh gosh, I didn't know you were here.
Heat, heat, low alternator, low volts. Let's get that RPM up. The charges. There we go. And then I did set the lock. There we go. Realistic parking brakes, so that it would you had to like push the pedals in for it to lock in place, I guess. Okay, so pitot heat, fuel pump. We can turn that off for now. And avionics alt battery on. Okay, let's go back to. That's not what I want. My plan. And let me remember how to do this again. Origin, and we are at the, what was the acronym? PAP, nope, that's where we're going.
PADQ.
PADQ. So, PADQ. Kodiak. I always want to hit enter on the keyboard. Runway, I did have the winds calm. What runways do we have? We could do runway 26. Actually, no, let's just do 8. That way we'll fly out over the water and come back around. And we're going to do some pattern work, actually. So we're going to do a left
Nice.
pattern, and we'll do runway 8. So we'll do a couple of those. Just make sure all the controls are good. Enter. And then we got an en route waypoint. The first one is Papa Alpha Lima Bravo. Enter the next one. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Is Papa Alpha Kilo Yankee. enter. And then our destination is going to be Papa Alpha Papa November. Happen. Sure, and then for there we are expecting which runway? What's a good one to do? We can do a straight in or we can do a pattern. By the time we get there, straight in is probably going to be what we want to do. So 25. Enter, and that is our flight plan. We can close that up. We can mess with all these options and things once we get in the air. Let's go ahead and check. Pull the cage. Altimeter's 2992 since we're not on live weather. The wind was atrocious despite the extremely clear skies. I got somebody over here squatting. What are you doing? Bathroom's in the hangar. Alright, ECC bus off. Weird to have a switch like that off instead. Okay. Alright, here we go. Approach flaps. Or takeoff flaps in this case. And I do have my mini FCU working, so let's see if it's actually adjusting. It is. We're going to want to climb out. I don't know what the climb rate of this thing is. I'm going to assume 100 knots. And we were doing, what I say, runway 8, so let's go 080. Right out over the water. You on a multiplayer server? Yes, Flight Sim Max. We are on US East. And make sure your settings are... if you want to do live weather, live, and then the traffic would be off, and then you would want all players. Yep, there you go. Dev, if you could put those settings in there as well. So it's live, off, all is our little acronym that we use. Alright, nope. We want position, taxi, lights. How's our temperature? Very cold still. Okay, so it's the first time this engine's ran for a flight, so we're going to let her warm up sufficiently there. What is the outside air temperature? 0. No, 15. Wait. I always get these confused. ISA versus OAT for temperature. ISA, I thought, was the airframe temperature, and OAT was the outside temperature. Is that not right? Bueller. Okay. So let's, while we're waiting for the engine to warm up, let's look at that. ISA versus OAT. OAT stands for outside air temperature, while ISA stands for standard temperature. Both are measured in degrees Celsius. So why is on the ground, is there a 15-degree difference? That's interesting. I'm going to catch you in the sky. You guys on Volante? Yep, we are on Volante. You should catch us up in Kodiak, Alaska. It's interesting. I don't know why that is the case. Oh, well. Alright, so... Still waiting on that old temperature to come up. It's surprising how long that's taking, actually. I'm going to bump the throttle up just a touch. And we should probably lean just a little bit for the ground. Make sure we don't sputter out the engine as soon as that manifold pressure drops. There we go. We're going to leave it there. I do like this engine monitor. The cylinder head temperatures are fine. My oil temperature, that's the problem. 106. She's starting to warm up.
I'm pulling the propeller and just running my engine, just to try to get the temp to rise.
Oh, it gets all shaky.
Yeah, it does not.
My RPM didn't change whenever I did that, so it's starting to come up now. I do like that it shakes a lot. That's nice and realistic. Transponder. VFR. Altitude and back. Wait, what is the VFR? I always forget. I don't do VFR enough. VFR.
1900, I think. 1200.
1200, yes.
Thank you. My bad.
Transponder code 1, 2.
We need to do another VOR flight again sometime.
I suggested that today.
There's not enough navigation for where we're at right now to have made it fun. So once we get somewhere that we're heading towards Japan right now. So once we get to Japan, we'll probably have some better luck.
What's the runway we're taking off of?
08.
Thank you.
Yep. Come on, old temperature. It's surprising how long this is taking. I know it's cold.
Yeah, I'm struggling here too. I'm still at
cold.
0.
0?
Or it's not registering on the gauge right now.
Oh, I'm at 117 and it's not moved yet, so I'm going to go up to 1500 RPM here to see if that'll help warm
I'm
up.
at 2300, it's not doing anything. I'll report this as a bug if it doesn't come up anymore.
Go to your engine monitor and see if the oil temperature is rising there. So it may not start moving until like
okay, I'm being an idiot. Where's the oil temperature on my engine monitor?
center left. So, mate,
Center left.
loved your stream and would like to be friends and fan. Add me on Discord. If you'd like to join our Discord, the link is, I believe it's on Twitch as well.
I'll grab it really quickly. Hold up.
It should be on the Twitch there, and I think there's something funny there too, Dev. Alright, the gauge is not moving, but the temperature is rising, so we'll give it to 140, and if it's not doing anything on the actual gauge, then we'll scoot along.
I'm at 114 right now.
125.
Oh, we're rising to 115.
What's funny is I don't see your propeller running. Still nothing. Come on now. Speaking of engines, I got my oil changed today. I got new brakes on the front of the truck. So the truck is... It didn't really feel any different, but the pads were getting low, and I had a warped rotor. So it was nice and smooth on braking today.
I'm burning so much fuel just trying to get my engine temperature up.
Well, it's not like we're paying for fuel, so...
No. All right, I'm up to 127. I'm actually starting to get there now. It's apparently cold outside.
Yeah, we'll do a run up to the end of the runway there and make sure that there's no issues. Drevin, thanks for the
Hey, make
follow.
sure to swap your tank.
Yeah, I will when we do the run up. Tommy, something we need to work on is I gotta get those alerts active. So my phone number was in use for another Twitch account, which makes sense because I have another Twitch account, but it was for a completely different game. It was for PUBG. So I'm at 137 and that gauge is not moving. What's it look like here?
I'm at 142 right now.
Oil temperature, yeah, the oil temperature may just be bugged out. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi on over there. So let's get track IR. Push our pedals in, parking brakes off. Now this is an interesting airplane to taxi. The rudder pedals don't do nothing, so it's all in the brake pedals, which is not something I'm used to. So I'm probably gonna suck at taxiing for a little bit here. And we're just gonna go ahead and get all of our lights on since it's nice and bright out here. And let's get that mixture full, prop full. Let's go left tank. Oh, nope, stop using the rudder. Brakes. Just use your brakes, man. Old habits die hard. Okay. Oh, is my temperature gauge moving finally? Maybe? It may have moved a pixel. There she goes. 144 degrees. It finally starts to move.
I'm 154 right now.
Alright, we don't have any wind to worry about, so we can just do it right here. So let's bring it back. Whoa. The thing sounded roady when you throttled up on it. That was cool. We'll do the run up once the temperature is in the green. It'd be nice if in the chat there it would say something about an alert. There's a setting for that. Probably some sort of audio alert that I just don't know of yet. Love that this thing shakes and rattles and everything. Alright, controls are free and correct. Uh-oh. Rotor pedals are a little slippery. I'm going to have to clean that up for a minute of those.
I was just trying to go, and I took the brake off, and I couldn't move. I was like, what's going on? I forgot the chocks.
Alright. Engine's nice and solid there. Is the magnetos simulated? Let's see. Both. And right. Back to both. No carb heat in this thing? Let's see it. Okay. Alright, is everybody ready?
Yes, there
Ready?
is.
Ready
And the
for
center
it?
console.
Whoa, slow down, Dev. What'd you say?
Carb heat is in the center console.
Center console. I see defrost floor and cabin heat.
I misread that.
Oh, this airplane also has the
I thought
audio canceling, but we're going to listen to it for now.
the cabin heat. I misread cabin heat as carb heat. That's my
Oh,
bad.
yeah. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, Dev, you're up. Maiden flight right here. Takeoff trim set. Lights are all on. And we have swapped to the left tank. This thing like really idles. Where are you going?
This thing likes to go fast on the taxi.
Yeah,
Gosh.
Dev just took off like a rocket. I assume that was Dev. Oh, that was Peter. Sorry. I didn't realize Dev was behind me. Are you in the default or the cows?
The default A.
Okay.
Dev, are you still at the warehouse, or are you working your way over here?
Dev is in the air.
He is? Oh, it is,
I saw him in 2 places.
I did too.
And rotate. Ooh,
Sorry, my feelings being loud and muted.
this thing flies super smooth. A little up trim. We're gonna do a left pattern here, guys. And let's go flaps up. And nice gentle left turn. Very pretty place to fly, that's for sure.
Does look nice.
Now this is going to be an interesting approach to 8 because the mountain there. So you're going to have to be pretty low. Pull that RPM back just a touch, 2,500. Or 24, how about that?
Can you guys teach me how to fly complex prop today?
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know how to fly them, and I want to learn the proper way.
No problem. Alright, let's go full mixture, full prop. Start pulling that manifold pressure back. Whoa, too far. This is going to be a very interesting approach here without hitting this mountain. I can't believe they have a runway that goes right to a mountain like this. Alright, there it
Right.
is. Flaps 1. And we're going to get fully configured before we do our left turn here. And flaps 2. Let's dive on down. Pull some power. Pull all of our power. A little side slip, see what that feels like.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
I doubt this runway is meant to be used.
Pull up.
Not for this. Not for pattern work by any means.
Took that too sharp. Way too sharp.
Ooh, that fluttering you get when that stall horn starts screaming, that's cool. Approach flaps, bring in some power slowly. And rotate. Oh, this is nice.
Is the flight model as good as the DA-40, you think?
Absolutely. Alright guys, I'm going to do one more touch and go, and then we'll head on to our first destination. How about that?
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Yeah.
So first impressions, pretty good. Other than the engine thing, that's kind of frustrating, but we'll figure that part out.
To be fair, that could be user error. We don't know yet.
That is most likely user error. That old temperature never did really get hot. It's interesting. I mean, I haven't been running hard, but still.
What's going to be our flight level?
I don't know yet. We'll see what the terrain looks like ahead of us once we get going. Alright, flaps full, 64, left turn, we're descending. And pull that power. Nice. Bridge flaps. Bring power back in. And off we go. We're gonna go out here and probably do a right turn just to give us a little bit more wiggle room from that mountain.
Sounds like Dev's at a party.
Yes.
I hear somebody.
It's probably his family.
I've been muted.
Who's crashing? Whoa.
That was
Oh.
Dev. He's
Oh,
right in front of
Man.
me.
I'm watching.
And I've got another spam message there on
Spam
Twitch.
alarm,
Look at
spam.
that. Those bots are crazy.
I'm gonna deal with that really quickly.
Take him out.
Yeah,
This
right.
is something I did not anticipate.
Not used to having so many bots. Dev's over here being an abusive admin moderator.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so let's go. Let's pull for heading sync. Let's go into heading mode, and we want to climb at 100 for FLC. I think I hit the localizer button for that. But we got to get over these mountains ahead of us here, so let's go on up to. Oh shoot! Thought 4,500. How about that? Which is the FLC button? I gotta remember. expedite? Here we go. FLC. And autopilot on. And we are looking for nav mode to engage. Oh, please don't smack me into that mountain. We're going to leave it at FLC of 82 at the moment, so we climb up over this mountain just fine. See, I don't know how long I'm allowed to keep the prop RPM in the yellow. Is yellow RPM on okay?
I think so, but again, I haven't read the manual.
So
I
just got
don't
this
really
thing
know what I'm
wide
doing right
open.
now with this whole complex throttle situation. This stuff confuses me more than it should.
Once we get the cruise, that's where I can really help you out. The climb, I don't know what the power setting's supposed to be in climb for this particular airplane.
Okay. Yeah, but for help me lean out for cruise, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad at leaning it out with just mixture and throttle. Like, adding propeller into it, you get my brain confused.
Well, the propeller is kind of like a gear. So the manifold pressure is going to be how hard you are pushing on the pedal of the gas, and then the prop is kind of what gear you're running in. So at cruise, you can keep the RPMs down, but still be cruising at a certain speed to gain efficiency, basically.
So how do I check? How do I change? How to make sure my RPMs are down, but keep my propeller RPMs up?
Well, it's your prop RPM,
Got it.
which is
So
directly linked.
I want to
the-
keep
guess
my
this
I
one's
want to keep my
directly linked to the
engine.
airplane
I want to keep my
engine.
engine RPMs down, my prop RPM up. Correct.
You're not. I think it's directly tied to your RPM. I think this is your engine RPM that you're seeing. Is also the.
So
Or it's probably geared to some degree. So you got a prop RPM is what you're seeing, but it's tied to the engine RPM via gear.
So I can lower my throttle to lower manifold pressure, but continue to maintain the same RPM. Is that correct?
Yes. When you lower the throttle, the RPM is going to stay the same. Then that sense is different than a car, but that's because your engine is tied to the transmission directly, which is tied to the road through the tires.
And why should I not just leave the propeller RPM full all the time?
Because you gain efficiencies by lowering it down, but the slower the RPM, the steeper the pitch angle of that prop. So you start losing, it starts hurting the engine if you lower it too much. There's usually a cruise
you're
setting.
gonna need to help me in cruise, but I started to make more sense.
So here, I'm going to, normally what I'll do is I'll just make up a setting. So 24 on my settings. So I'm going to go manifold pressure 24 inches. And then I'll go to the prop and drop that to 2400 RPM. And that's probably a pretty high prop speed for a cruise. I'm going to let that get to speed and see what it feels like, and then we can mess around. We'll leave the manifold pressure where it's at and keep it at 24, and then see what the RPM does to our fuel consumption and ground speed, or airspeed, really.
By the way, it's insanely windy up here.
Yeah, we're not on live weather at the moment.
Alright, so I'm now at 2400 RPM, 24.6 manifold. Let me lean on my engine. It's starting to make more sense now.
Yeah, so once you get your manifold set, your prop set, then you start leaning. And to lean, we have that fancy engine monitor.
Yeah, I want to learn
Click
how
on
to lean without doing
assist,
that, though.
and then it'll probably find the peak, which we... Okay, yeah, so you start leaning, and I've got an EGT on cylinder 3 going up. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a peak, and before the engine cuts out. So the
Did
engine
you
just
do
cut.
that? That's hilarious.
Yeah, so the engine cut out, so I need to richen it back up a little bit. Just want to make sure cylinder head temperatures don't get too hot.
So this is when my rotating fine knob controls come in handy, I see.
Yep.
So do I want peak of 0 or what do I want?
So depends on what you want to fly. If you want to run Lena peak or Rich F peak, normally it's like, who's flying at me here? Peter. So I will normally.
Can't see anybody.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. Oh, actually, we're not flying at me. We're just passing you. So I will slowly lean it until the engine sputters out like it just did, or you'll see the exhaust gas temperatures lowering. If you go too lean, the temperature's lower. So then you need to find. So if I hit assist, it should tell me what the peak is. Okay, it just found the peak. Now you got this delta. So you want to go, let's call it. Let's just run through there again and get that back up. So you want to lean it, lean it, lean it, lean it, lean it, and it'll capture the highest temperatures.
Okay.
And then you can richen it back up. To get more performance, you want to run Rich of Peak. Get more economy, you want to run Lean of Peak, which is harder on engines.
Gotcha. So I'm going to run Richard Peak.
So I am leaned out. Let's go. Let's get it back up.
Okay, that's my engine cutting out.
Okay. Oh, I'm too cold now. Oops, I went too far.
Okay, this makes way more sense now.
So if you find your peak temperatures, then you can run it at that delta peak is the change you want, but you want to run it on the richer side to save your engine. Normally 50 degrees is safe.
Gotcha.
On the richer peak. Leaner peak, you probably don't want to go too much more than like 20. 25. And then this gives me a fuel flow, which holy crap, I burned a lot of fuel. Let's go to the right tank. Fuel pump on,
crap, yeah,
right tank, and fuel pump off. And then just touch. Because these temperatures take a minute to change too, so you gotta do small increments. So now I've basically gotten to my peak, and let's try.
So is negative Richard Peak or is negative Lena Peak?
Negative is the exhaust gas temperature from peak. So it's negative 42 right now from the peak exhaust gas temperature.
Okay, and that's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And how do you find the percentage you want to run of Lena Peak or Richard Peak?
There's normally engine documentation to tell you what you want to do.
Well, no, I mean, like on our plane, how do I know if I'm Richard Peak or Lena Peak and by how much? That's
You
what I'm
should
confused
know
about right now.
when you start stuttering, you're too lean. So then you got to richen it back
Okay.
up.
Okay, this makes sense now.
So it's a bell curve on both sides of the peak temperature. If you're to the right,
Yep.
you're too lean. If you're to the left, you're too rich of peak temperatures. But you want
Okay, that makes sense.
you want to pick either rich of lean or I'm sorry, rich of peak or lean of peak.
Okay, that makes more sense. I just got it. Ah, I got it peaked. Perfect.
And you can run it at peak as well. It doesn't hurt anything. It's just that you got a hotter exhaust gas, so it's
Okay.
a little more
Then
wear
I'm
and
just gonna
tear.
do that while learning.
I'm at 117 at 2424, and I've got this thing leaned out perfectly. So now your temperatures are going to change whenever you change your engine settings. So you'll want to richen it up a touch before you make any modifications.
Makes perfect sense. This makes a lot more sense now.
Clear as mud.
Not
mud.
exactly.
We got a 15-minute cruise here, so I'm
You're
just going to
right.
leave it at these settings. And we are on the right tank now. Confirm, confirm.
Oh, I never put my flaps up. That's why I'm so slow.
Get you every time. It's a very pretty area to fly in, though, that's for sure. Grab my Code 0. skirting through these peaks and valleys right here. Yeah, we definitely don't have quite the same cruise speed as the DA-42, which is not to be unexpected. Yeah, we got one engine versus two.
Yeah. I like at least playing more because I actually have to do stuff though, which is a lot more fun.
What's that?
I like that I have to actually do stuff though.
It gives you something to set up for in cruise. So now, if we wanted to start climbing again, so I am how many miles away? 29 miles. So let's go ahead and richen it up a bit. I'm gonna put in more power. You're gonna notice your RPM changing. And let's say I want to go ahead and climb. I'm gonna put my RPM up to 2,500 for a climb, which is just an example. I need to read the manual. Let's go up to 7,500. Let's do 105 FLC. And expedite button on my mini FCU.
What are you going up to?
7,500.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I need to lower that to 105. I can't preset it apparently. There we go. Now I've got full engine power. Props at 2,500 RPM for climb. And I am very rich of the peak temperatures there.
Wow, this actually makes a lot more sense now than doing it.
You're doing the thing.
Are the Cessnas at your school just throttle and mixture?
No, yeah, just throttle mixture. Considering I don't really think you use a propeller as a trainer aircraft.
No, you wouldn't typically. You gotta get a complex rating for it.
Yeah, no, they're just no, oh my gosh, throttle mixture.
Let's drop it to 100 here.
But they're
I wanna
also used. So.
Yeah, they are. These poor trainers, man, they get beat up. But, you know, they're working on a proven airframe and proven engine. I'm gonna reset our heading bug. I guess I'm gonna have a reason to wire up that CRJ panel I built whenever that Aerosoft CRJ comes out for 24.
I'm back, sorry.
What's that?
I'm back, sorry. I heard something about the Aerosoft CRJ.
Yeah, that panel I designed and built with my 3D printer.
Oh yeah, yep,
I'm gonna have to wire that up.
yep,
Print off a couple more enclosure panels.
yep. Some Mitsubishi CRJ hops, cannot wait.
Oh, I love CRJ shops. Such a little workhorse, man.
Yeah, it is. Except cough cough.
Now that RJ.
Is 100.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was a horrible accident.
Apparently, it's like the first mid-air collision in decades.
Yep,
It's the first major accident since what, 2009?
yep.
And it blows my mind. People are like, "This is why I don't fly." I'm like, you realize it's the first major accident in years, and people are dying in cars every day. Like, what are you talking about?
Yep.
Oh, what were we saying about the RJ?
Yeah, that RJ. I've never bought it before, but I might be interested in it.
It's a lot of fun. It's slow, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, see, I like the complexity of them and whatnot.
It's a pain in the butt to fly. It has no. It has. It's not. Doesn't have VNAV. So it gives
Neither
you
does
advisory
CRJ.
VNAV.
CRJ didn't even have auto throttle.
I know. Kind
That's
of
the
fun to
biggest
fly a little
pain.
mini four-engine jet, though.
Yeah, it is. But the little airports you can go in and out of, all the regional jets, or airports and things, it's fun.
The Mad Dog is also kind of fun. It's real. I've never gotten in the area, but it's a lot of fun.
I'm actually going to stop my climb at 6,500, just because of the time. This thing does not climb like we're used to with the 42. But here's where it's... Sorry, go ahead.
Are we doing touch and go, or just going over?
Yeah, we're going to do a touch and go. So I'm going to have to start descending here
Oh,
shortly,
okay.
but I wanted to go
Oh, I
through...
thought we had to let 50 minutes of cruise.
Huh?
I thought you said we had 50 minutes of cruise.
I've got an ET of 10 minutes now.
Oh, okay.
So now I've lost a lot of my manifold pressure, so I'm at full throttle. RPM's at 2400, so I'm at 23.4 and 24. So now what I'll do is click on the assist button, reset it. If you double tap it, it'll reset. Slowly start leaning it out, because those temperatures don't change immediately. Now at some point you're going to find the peak, and then when you find the peak you're going to want to wrench it up about 50 degrees ish.
Got it.
And that's just a rough number. It could be different for this engine. I don't know what this engine prefers, but okay. So I've got one cylinder that peaked, and the others are. That one's dropping out. So I'm going to. There we go. Just peak the others. So now I'm going to richen it back up to negative 50 degrees. Ever so slowly. $48. Can we get 50? Nope, nope. It's tiny little increments. Yeah, this is where your new throttle is going to come in handy.
Yep.
Alright, we're just going to let it settle there. It's fine. Now I've got a ground speed of 126 knots. That's awesome. Now I'm burning, wow, 10 gallons per hour. Holy crap.
This is not nearly as efficient as the DA-42.
Well, you're burning with 2 engines too, so...
No. I'm saying that this is not nearly as efficient. I mean, we're like 12 gallons total on both engines on the DA-42.
Well, you
So
can
this is
run
more
the
per-
engine much lower. Because I've got the engine full throttle. You can get a more
that makes-
efficient cruise. So if you wanted to slow it down, let's just for an example, let's richen the engine up just a touch. And then now I'm going to go to, let's say 20 on the manifold pressure. Let's see what kind of efficiency. Let's go 2020. And the RPM. It's going to raise your pressure because there's more pressure on the engine because that angle of attack of that blade has changed.
So really, you want to do prop first and then engine.
I think it's manifold then RPM. Because your RPM's always going to match.
Okay.
Which, I don't know. Maybe it is prop first. I'm not sure. I've never been actually trained in it. Okay. Now I have 2020 for the most part. Let's reset my assist. Start leaning it out. Now I'm down to already less than 7 gallons per hour. Oh, we just peaked. Let those others settle out. As soon as you see one of the cylinders start dropping temperature on the exhaust, you want to make sure you stop trying to lean it anymore, or at least too much more until the others peak out, because you'll start to stutter very shortly after that. So this might be too low of a setting for this airplane. Alright, so they peaked. Richen it just a touch. So I'm going very slow now. Delta's not changing for some reason. But I'm burning, let's call it 7 gallons, 7.3. But I still have a ground speed of 107, so, you know, we dropped quite a few gallons per hour there. 2.5, 25% decrease in fuel consumption, and dropped, what, 15 knots or so? 10, 15 knots? And if you bring in more power, you're obviously going to burn more fuel. Let's go to 22. And then we'll do a quick Google search after we do our touch and go. I need to start descending shortly. It's right there in that valley. Actually, we need to start descending now. So let's go ahead and go down to the vertical speed. To 800 feet per minute. Going down to 1500. And we can pull power. And you want to start richening your engine as you go down.
That makes sense, actually. Oh, I'm enjoying this plane a lot right now.
And I think you want to keep your manifold pressure on the greens to avoid engine cooling off too much too fast.
Seized it up.
And I think if you feather your prop, it'll help slow you down some too.
Oh, oops. I went down a mountain too early. Not good.
On the heading mode, let's do a little zigzag here. We're going to go to the right. I'm a little too high at the moment.
You're way far ahead of me. Yeah, PM Mark and I are way behind you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. You're about to hit that mountain.
Yep, I'm going to see if I can get over it. We'll see.
Oh.
I'm giving all she's got. Yeah, I'll make it. Just barely.
I'm not worried about my ears popping, so we're going to go negative 1,200 feet per minute here.
It's right.
Wow, this is a really nice plane.
Yeah, it is.
So beautiful view from the outside.
Munchin, thanks for the follow. Oh wait, that was one of the bots. Never mind.
Yep.
Forget you, Munchin.
And same for the other one.
Yeah.
Keep munching.
Go munch somewhere else, Munchin.
Account created 26 minutes ago.
Yeah, 26 minutes ago, and he followed me 25 minutes ago.
Yep.
Now we're going to do our little S turn to the left now. Yeah, when you first start, the bots are crazy. Yeah, I figured they would be. Get everybody all excited. I got a viewer. They're talking to me.
It's funny, I was the one who thought it was a real viewer, too. You were smarter.
I've been on the internet a lot longer.
I know. Where is this airport?
It is right below me, but I'm going to have to circle, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's go autopilot off.
So
Let's
I
do
go
a
to the
side
next
slip. What's that?
Okay. I was gonna say, do you want to go to the next airport? But nope, we're doing a side slip instead.
I'm going to do a side slip. I'm going to bring that RPM back in. I'm waiting for my flap speed here. Pitch mixture. Flaps 1. Flaps 2.
Ron, you should be landing in any minute, right?
Yep. Coming in, lining up.
Nice.
So
Hey, do we want to do that sim for this next leg, just so we don't have to deal with the stupid model matching thing?
And I mean, I've been able to see you guys this entire time, so I don't have any problem at the moment.
Okay.
While keeping it in the green on the manifold pressure, getting almost 2,000 feet per minute. That's awesome. Although my rudder pedals keep sliding on me, this is a problem.
Oh, and on the carpet.
It's on a... Get out of the slip for a second and fix them. It's not carpet. It's manufactured wood.
Got it. It's actually not a bad idea. I have mine on a little profile cardboard box. Putting
I
on
need
wood's
to-
not a bad idea.
Get something a slight better.
Okay,
Sink rate.
so you said feather
Sink rate.
my propeller to slow down even faster.
No, I think I said that backwards. I think you need to have higher
Pull
speed.
up. Pull up.
I'm coming in hot.
Pull up. Pull up.
Do you want to do a full stop or touch and
Pull
go?
up.
Touch and go.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Ease out of that slip. This is a cool little approach right here. Fuller power. And approach flaps. Beavers are in. Let's get some power and get out of here.
I so wish I could see you.
This is a pretty cool little area here.
Alright, if you've already taken off, I'm not gonna bother with a touch and go. Keep up with you.
Oh, we just had someone random just pop in and pop out. Wonder if there's a bot.
It's Tango Ray. Haven't seen him in a long time.
It was Ray?
Yeah,
What's up, Ray?
he's gone.
Be
Oh,
gone.
no.
Popped in and popped out.
Alright, what's our next safe altitude?
I don't know. There's mountains in my face right now.
There's a mount in my face.
5,000 feet, I think you'll be okay.
Flaps up. We'll start at 45. How about that?
So basically, I'm thinking about it, they're kind of independent. My throttle now only controls my manifold pressure, and my propeller controls my RPM.
Yes.
That
That's
makes
correct.
more sense now.
I just don't know how long I can have the RPM up high in this engine yet. Gotta read the manual.
Yeah, we both gotta do that, even though we don't do that. Ever.
Well, that's a performance thing. That's a little different than...
Reading the manual for the sake of reading the manual.
Yeah. And my engine, or I'm sorry, my fuel tanks are even now. This next leg's not too long, just another 12 miles for me. I just need to get high enough to get over that mountain in front of me, honestly. Which I think I'm there, so 35 is probably going to be a safe altitude. 3,500. Oops, I just bumped my voice audio. I sound okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yep, you guys sound fine.
Okay. It's got that audio simulation. It's so quiet now. Oh, so peaceful. Just can't really hear the engine though, unfortunately. Hey, we've got an hour on this brand new airframe. Somebody's already spilled coffee in here. What the heck, man?
Woohoo!
Who put that there?
Been drinking coffee in my brand new airplane. And we should be able to go into nav mode.
Wow, I can see how being able to pull the throttle back significantly can help.
Yep.
It's like kind of impressive, actually.
Purdy up here, man.
Yep. And for this
Pretty
next
neat.
leg, we need to look up what the best cruise altitude. DA-40. It's possible to operate at 9,000 feet, leaning at around 9 gallons per hour and attaining 147 to 148 ground speed. Ooh. Use 2,450 RPM since the PowerFlex exhaust is optimized for that. Really?
Oh my gosh, another one. Wow, this is ridiculous.
Let's see. Cruise performance. Cruise performance usually done at 75% power. You guys on Sim Update
We're
1 beta?
not.
No, we're not.
You're not. Too unstable.
Nope, this airport's gonna be right in front of me here. Let's go autopilot off. Pull that manifold pressure.
We already have enough issues on regular for 2024. We don't need to add a beta to that as well. Unless it fixes
flaps down.
multiplayer. In that case, I'd totally be up for it.
Flaps. Wasn't paying attention, so I got behind my descent here.
Oh, this whole seeing you minutes ago thing has been an issue from 2024 from the start. It's been annoying.
Yeah,
We
it's.
have not worked yet.
Don't know why it's such a challenge for them to get that right.
We've been using VATSIM just for model matching recently. Even if there's no ETC online. Not to keep beating a dead horse, but VATSIM is free and open source and has been doing it for years. Across multiple sims. Oh crap, I was not prepared for this descent and approach.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I've caught up to it now, though. I'm okay. Have to follow the side of the mountain here pretty closely, it looks like. and we're gonna let's try 9,500. Or 9,000. It looks like 9,000 might be. You'll get 65% power at 9,000 feet. Okay. There's some cool little airports out here. Alright, lever's full.
So I assume on landing it is okay to go below the green manifold pressure.
On landing, I mean, we haven't had a proper approach yet either. We've been dive bombing these things, so.
Yeah.
It's so true. Called me out, man.
Yeah. So I'm right at the edge of the green. And
Wow, this is not a proper landing strip. This is just a dirt pad.
it's paved on my side.
Oh, weird.
We probably need just a touch into the green to get the appropriate power setting.
Oh, that was a buttery landing. Okay. Go approach flaps. Mixture rich.
Wait, did you catch up, Dev?
You must have.
Yeah, I
'cause
did. Taking off right now.
How'd you do that?
Oh crap!
Just
I don't
zoom
know.
it?
Nope.
Wow.
I'm not running live weather because it's terrible. But all right, yeah, now I'm up.
I'm gonna go ahead and go flaps up. I've built some confidence in this engine.
No, I'm the slowpoke.
Nah, you're fine. Alright, so full throttle.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much of a runway to me.
FLC, let's do 90 knots. Flaps are up. Power is full.
Whoa!
Talking about me.
Here's Peter. I've lost Dev.
Of course we have. Stop losing me. Makes me feel sad.
Lose yourself.
You know what bugs me about the G1000? When you're doing a flight level change, the 90 knots, or when you set your knots for flight level change, you take the down arrow increases your speed and up decreases your speed. Makes zero sense.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
What if I gave you 2 cents?
Oh my gosh.
Fine, I'll give you 50 cents.
51. I got 51. do we got a 52? Ron, 52, 52, 52. We're at 51. Anybody? 52, 52, 53. Look at that. All right, we got 54, 54, 54. Actually, you know what? Let's make it 55 since we went up 2 cents last time. 55, we got a 55. Sold to
lost
the highest
my
bidder.
autopilot.
Hey, how much fuel are we gonna need for this next leg? I have like 13 gallons.
I have not a clue. I'm not used to this thing yet.
Okay.
But we have 100 miles, so I mean 13 gallons should get you 100 miles.
Okay.
And my tanks were about even again, so I am. I did not swap. Let's do climb settings.
Hey, just lean at peak is correct, right? Is better for the engine. Great.
Rich of peak is better for the engine.
Bitch versus peak. Okay, thank you.
Takeoff is full manifold pressure, max RPM. 500
max
feet.
RPM.
Hang on, that's takeoff.
Okay.
1,000 feet above ground levels. This guy's saying 24, 24. And 25, 25 with passengers. According to manifold pressure, less than RPM is an old boss. Our engines only develop full power at maximum RPM. A wide open throttle. High RPM climbs are actually mechanically easier on the engine because it's not as much stress. When you sharpen that angle of the prop, it puts more stress on it. Think of, well, Dave, you've probably never driven a manual transmission.
I've never driven any car.
What's a manual transmission?
Jeez.
The
I'm kidding,
the
I'm
best
kidding,
way
I'm
to
kidding.
drive a vehicle, Peter.
It is. It is. It's for the utmost
So much more enjoyable.
luxury, enjoyable, and integral travel experience.
Yeah, I know, I've tried it. I'm just playing with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that sounds
Out.
bright. Wow.
Generally, ATC expects you to maintain 500 feet per minute. So I'm getting 800 feet per minute at max power, max RPM, and 90 knots climb speed. Which is pretty good.
How is P-Mark speeding ahead of me? What the?
The
Oh, I'm
pilot
flying.
operating manual recommends 2,400 RPM. So bring it back to 2,400. Whoa, too fast. Easy, easy, girl, easy.
You're not used to this thing's power.
I got full power and 2,400 RPM.
Unlimited power.
That's the recommended for the book. And 90 knots. Okay. Full 2,400 RPM, full throttle, pitched to 90 knots. Keep leaning the mixture as you climb to maintain exhaust between 14 and 1,500. Okay, so we need to start leaning. So we were nowhere near that.
Hey, what airport are we going to again? PAQY?
PAPN November.
PAPN. Okay, thank you.
Looking for about 1,400 on the temperature. Just keeping max power in for now. Technically, we're looking for 14 to 15, so. Got some cylinders that are a little higher than others, which is normal. And we should be able to go to nav mode now. So, if you need to clear an obstacle, you're allowed to use max RPM.
Can you take a look at your fuel valve? I only have a normal and emergency, but my fuel quantity, my left is getting low, but my right is pretty much the same.
You have a fuel selector in the DA-40. I think it's the same in the default one.
Oh, weird. Yeah, yours is a little different. Let me see. Well, I only go from normal to emergency, but I just want to go from both. Maybe the left is the emergency? I don't know.
So some of that later. Full throttle should be kept in any case, at least until you reach cruising altitude and maybe beyond. Leaning to max RPM can start earlier, even with a higher power setting is good enough. Base climb rate 76 knots. Just to get your best climb rate. And oh, okay. So cylinder head temperature should stay below 400. So let's richen that up just a touch. And they don't get too hot until 500. I've seen a big difference there. And that could be an airspeed. So let's go up to 95, just see if that cylinder head temperature drops a bit. Yeah, that's helping. Climb rate is atrocious, though.
I'm getting 600. How about you?
I am 450, but I'm at 95 knots climb speed.
Gotcha.
My cylinder head temperatures were getting up there, so.
Well, I turned on my fuel pumps and my fuel transfer, but I'm not sure which one did it. I'm gonna guess the transfer.
Transfer even them out. Yeah, 2400. Once you get to a safe altitude, 2400 on the RPM, and then max power. Anything below 1,350 degrees at cruise on the exhaust is wasting fuel, so actually a little bit above that in the climb here, so we're good. Mini certainly out again here. And I'm gonna have to find a Gatorade bottle here in a second.
Hopefully not for the bathroom.
Luckily, I'm in this little thing by myself, so plenty of room to maneuver.
You did not just say that.
You did. It's forever online.
This webcam's off.
Mm.
Dave, you a little uncomfortable there, sir?
Yep. Very much so.
I need an adult.
Me too. Me too.
Everyone does. But especially me.
How's the feet to go? Almost there. It's like in the back seat of this thing. How roomy is it back here? You know what? It's actually pretty roomy. Some decent leg room. Manual. Oh, here's the manual. Too bad you can't like flip this bad boy open and start referencing stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it be really cool? Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah. Will you not just touch more? Secondary temperatures are still fine in the green.
Don't mind me anymore, just doing batch reporting instead of flying.
Alright, let's go ahead and transfer to the other fuel tank. So let's go fuel pump. Left, left, and fuel pump off. We're almost a cruise here. Diamond's flight training manual says upon reaching safe altitude, full manifold pressure and 27 RPM until cruise. Really? Huh. It's different than what the other guy was saying. Guess we're gonna have to read the manual.
Wait, oh dang it. So full manifold pressure?
Oh, yeah, full manifold pressure and full RPM, 2700 RPM until cruise.
Oh gosh, full manifold pressure is only 21.5 manifold.
It's because you're climbing and you're losing.
No, I'm
getting to thinner air.
at cruise.
Well, yeah, you're in thinner air.
Oh, okay.
The reason to reduce RPM while climbing is for noise. Okay, so we are at cruise now. And I'm going to leave it at 2400 RPM, and then we're going to reset the assist. Start leaning out. Shouldn't be too much further. Okay. Let's reach it back up now. I'm just going to leave it at negative 25 if I can. See what that does. 122 ground speed. It's pretty good. Still slowly climbing though, so we'll give it a minute here. I'm going to run to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, then. Alright, so
Super
yes. What?
Super quick.
Get her bottle. Convenient. It looks like 125 knots ground speed because I got calm winds right now, theoretically, so which is pretty good. Lycoming power chart. There's a whole lot of contradicting information. Now I'm running at 400 cylinder head temperature. I don't know what. Negative 380 is generally considered relatively cool, so okay, so where we're sitting is okay. I got one that's a little high, 402, but the others are 377, 350, and 388. It's interesting how much of a difference there is. But it gives you something a little more fun to squeeze every bit of performance out of it as you can. I got a fuel flow of 9.4 gallons per hour. Max power at cruise is negative 100 degrees rich of peak. But it's not a good place to run the engine for longevity. Huh.
This is off topic, but I was in another earthquake here in New England.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I think it was Monday. It was like 10:22 a.m. Laying on the couch watching TV, and all of a sudden I'm like, man, what's that noise? Sounds like a truck out front. And then all of a sudden, we have a plant with these long, kind of like branches or leaves, and all of a sudden they start shaking, and it was in York, Maine, a 3.8 magnitude off the
Wow.
coast of York. Yeah, that's like the second one in a year. The last one was centered in New Jersey back in April. That one was a little more intense, lasted a little bit longer. But yeah, it's very unusual for me anyway.
Oh yeah. No, I'm with you. Living from New England myself, I don't think I've ever felt an earthquake over there. Maybe one time.
Yeah, a long time ago for me, but.
Alright, my low fuel warning came on.
Huh?
Low fuel warning came on, so it's gonna be about to get interesting.
You should have quite a glide slope in this little thing. Where's that option to turn on the banana arc? Remember? We can use map settings maybe?
Yeah.
Rack
I'm gonna go
altitude, there
figure
it
out
is.
I'm gonna go figure out turn on Garmin Smart Glide before I lose any more fuel.
There you go. should have the banana arc now.
How'd you do it?
On your map, you go to click on menu,
Mm-hmm.
map settings. Click,
Yep.
oops. Hit enter, and then scroll down to
Track
select
vector? Oh, select
altitude arc. Yep.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. See, I've got a range of 344 more miles. How much gas did you take off with?
I think I took off with like 15 gallons.
Total?
Yep.
Oh, shoot, I had 40.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
That'll do it.
So about that manifold pressure again, are you sure it has to be at back steering cruise?
Yeah, you're only running like 65% power at this altitude.
Okay. Dang it.
So, yeah, your throttle's full, but it's only producing so much power because it's not altitude normalized, all that jazz.
Oh my gosh, they're fast. They've already reviewed my reports.
Huh?
Twitch already looked at my reports and took action on them.
Which? Oh,
Yeah.
for the bands, for the bots. What did they
They
say?
were banned, but I also reported them. And I got an email saying, we took action on your report.
It's probably all automated. Oh, man. I remember when we get to a place that it's a lot easier to do a 150-mile leg or 125, we gotta get back to that because whew, this 200-mile trips are rough after a long day at work.
Yeah. We need to take like maybe a TBM or something, just get to the next plane, get somewhere where we can jump in and just try to stay in these small planes for a little bit. Again, and then when we need to make a jump, pop in a TBM, jump, repeat.
Not a bad idea.
We probably take the Vision Jet, but yes. Even though, I mean, the Vision Jet even would take a while to get to Japan. It's a
What about
long way
Learjet?
away. Learjet we could probably make happen.
Okay, here's what we can do. What about we hop up a little bit more into Alaska, hop over to Russia, move our way down, and then into Japan?
Or we're gonna have to. Japan's the goal.
Oh,
but
I thought we were just gonna try to make one long trip to Japan.
no. There's gonna be multiple legs.
Okay.
But I want to get to Japan because I think it's modeled pretty well. Russia, the times I've flown there, has been kind of boring.
It's bad. But
I think it's because of
I'm
the
just saying
photogrammetry data they have there is just not great.
there's a very small water gap cross between Alaska and Russia, so that's why I'm thinking that could work.
Yeah. Me getting that Learjet though, we can cover 500 miles in an hour. So
Yeah, I'll just do a Learjet. I do
Get
love
it.
prop planes though.
I do too. But you know, we're in a part of a world that's kind of lacking for airports. And I mean, the cruise is beautiful. All these mountains, and you're flying over places that how many people have actually seen in person.
Yep.
So that's cool, but
Yep.
it's not as much fun when you can't do touch and goes every now and then.
No.
Unless we get that campfire and do some more bush
You need a good
Yeah.
bush plane.
hops.
Hey. Parallel 42 came out with their Juice Goose recently. or I get early access to it, but it comes out in 7 days.
Juice
We could do
Goose.
some. It's a little ATV that they have that lets you
Ooh.
explore the world in Flight Simulator, with an Xbox controller. It looks like a lot of fun. We could take that out and do some camping with that.
When I was at that first expo, they had that before it was actually released. I got to play with it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, the 2024 version just came out. You get an upgrade for $2. If you had the old version, it could be kind of fun to do some takeouts with.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do for the Flight Expo, but I think I'm going to be over to Provincetown and Martha's Vineyard and go explore those places some while I'm up that way. I was texting
down with
Mike.
that.
Actually responded to me. I texted Mike yesterday or day before. He responded to me just a little bit ago. He was on a trip, but I haven't read his messages just yet.
Who?
Mike?
T. Ferguson?
Yep.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen him in a long
'Cause
time.
he's spent a lot of time up in that area.
He asked me too. From that area.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Spend time in the air or just
In
around?
like Provincetown, Martha's Vineyard, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to sail
Okay.
there as a kid.
oh wow, okay. And then you're gonna have to give me some recommendations of what to go do and what to go see.
Yeah, man, for sure. What time of year are you gonna go?
It's gonna be in June when the Flight Expo is happening, so we're gonna go to the Flight Expo. Tommy's gonna be there. Some guys on his streams. Ron's gonna be there. I don't know
Planning
if
on
Ken's going
driving
or
to
not.
Provincetown?
From Providence, probably.
Providence?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a great idea in the summertime.
Is it busy?
Very busy.
Yeah.
You might be able to make it there, but you might not be able to find a place to park.
Oh,
The pack.
that's fine. That's fine. It's. I've never been there. That's the only. I don't have a reason to go there other times of the year at the moment. So.
I was hoping to-
I'll tell you a fun way to get there. You drive from Provincetown to Plymouth. You take a ferry from Plymouth to Provincetown. It's about an hour and a half. And you spend the day there, turn around, come back.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That's the way I usually go. I've been to Provincetown, but I don't drive there in the summertime. It's a long time in traffic.
You can also go to New Bedford and take a ferry from New Bedford to
Oh.
Martha's Vineyard.
You guys
Yeah,
are gonna have
yeah.
to message me these things so I can start planning this trip.
I got you.
Hey, you guys might want to start looking at descending.
You got 41 miles here, so yeah, I'm here shortly. If we get to 40, we'll start descending.
Please send screenshots of the expo or pictures of the expo.
Oh, there's gonna be a whole channel to it. We're gonna have
Yeah, I forgot about
pictures with each other. It's gonna be a good time. I'd like to get dinner with everybody who's there.
No, did you? So, are you gonna go all 3 days, or?
So, I'm probably gonna go for the first 2 days. And let me start descending here. Let's see, vertical speed. Start descending 800 feet per minute. See what that does to my arc. First 2 days for sure. The first day they have all those announcements and things. Let's do 600. And so from like 1 to 5, there's a whole lot of announcements. And it's a pretty cool show. And then Saturday, the actual place opens up for the exhibits. So I'll spend all day there and plan to get dinner with everybody that night. And then either stay in Providence or head on over to either Martha's Vineyard or wherever we end up. We haven't fully planned it yet. And spend a couple nights Sunday and Monday night probably over on Martha's Vineyard in a little cottage or something. kind of what we've roughed in so far. None of this is final by any means.
You need to make your reservations way in advance for Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, we were
Providence-
already.
Providence
Yeah,
now.
we're already looking at it. Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh, okay.
try to get it all planned in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
So that way it's all booked. We can have a place to park.
Yep.
We'll take a car ferry to Martha's Vineyard.
You gotta
That
make
way.
a reservation on a car ferry.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's kind of difficult too. Yeah, you better look into that. I've never done that. I've only ever just walked onto the ferry and walked around Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to walk places. I just don't know how easy it would be to walk to our
Yeah.
place with, luggage. And I don't know how Uber drivers
Yeah.
are over there, if that's even a thing. It's probably some sort of a taxi service, but
I think they must.
I might have to put that on my radar to go because I can visit some family while I'm up there.
there you go. Come on up there. We'll all get a big old table and have a good dinner.
Yeah, man.
Hang
They
out,
actually
have fun.
they have direct flights from Raleigh to Providence, which is nice.
Yeah, I've got direct flights to
Really, actually?
Boston. I don't have direct flights to Providence, so I'm gonna have to go to Boston. But then, just to add to the fun, I was looking at Amtrak. $5 to go from Boston to Providence.
Really?
That's half
Oh
an
yeah,
hour.
it's cheap.
Yeah, Amtrak.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, hey, sign me up. $5. That's sold.
Yeah, Dev, Breeze Airways, they do direct to Providence.
I did not know that.
On an A222.
Maybe
I
any
haven't
bills will
flown one
finally
of
get to 20 a year.
That project's dead until they say something.
Yeah. I doubt they would have bought a company. They would have bought an organization out to do that though, and just cancel it.
They probably realized it wasn't up to snuff for their standards. That's probably what happened.
Probably, I would not be surprised.
So
Yeah.
you can do live and recorded seminar access for $15. But
What?
I would go just to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, Dev, you can go on their website and get the live view stuff for cheap. But yeah,
Okay.
Peter, if you're any bit interested, then yeah, the more people we get there, the more fun it's gonna be.
More better.
More people, more better.
That's right.
Let me see if I can work something out. Sounds like so much fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. We get to talk to all these devs and all the simmers and streamers and all that stuff.
Dev can talk to Dev.
Oh man, Dev can talk to his devs.
Gosh. Actually,
We'll have
know
to drag him away.
actually.
We'll be over here like, the stage hooking him away from these people. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. We'll take care of him. Don't worry.
Step away
We
from
are
the keyboard.
we are the adults.
Oh gosh.
And then I will totally get as many video clips as possible. We'll make a little video out of the whole thing. If you guys are okay with that.
Sure.
I'm down with that.
It'll
So have
definitely be.
you already registered for the event?
No, I haven't actually registered anything yet. I literally just started looking on like Tuesday night.
All right.
And depending on how many people we have, we could all try to get while we're in Providence, either a rental car or Tommy's going to be. He's driving to it. Ron will drive to it, so it's 2 vehicles.
Yeah.
So we might be able to just
Yeah.
pile in with you guys if that's cool.
Yeah.
If A2A announces another stupid plane at FS Expo, I'm gonna lose it.
Probably will. Dude, the crowd, the first time they announced the Comanche, the crowd was like, "Take my money!" They were literally screaming that. We want it now. When's the release?
Oh, that's awesome.
Never been to one of these things. This is going to be
It's cool.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We can all. One thing we want to look into doing is like Scalarchy is there with their A320 sim, like a full blown setup. But you have to schedule that. You have to schedule a time to use it, and they'll let you they'll set you up on a landing, and it's just pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They got all their hardware sitting out, so you can actually like mess with it and check it out. That's the cool part is all the stuff that you see on the internet. You get to actually go and put your hands on and see if you actually like it before you go spend $500 on a joystick or something like that. You know, something you're going to use a lot of. That's expensive.
Cool.
You want to be able to get your hands on it. So I'm looking to, if there's something that I can find that's better than this Virpil, then I would sell the Virpil and get whatever that is that they offer. Because there's things I don't like about the Virpil. That if someone can make a smoother action, or force feedback for that matter, that's good, then I would be in the market for something like that, and I would sell my Virpil.
Well, you could spend some money on there.
Yeah, I asked Tommy how empty his credit cards are, and
Can you spell Virpil? Is it VIRPIL?
yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They make good DCS equipment. That's not really designed for flight sim
Yeah.
or regular flight sim stuff.
Hey, well, when are you guys getting your
It's
wing?
me.
Your wing.
I
pre-ordered.
haven't gotten my delivery email yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to tell me I can purchase it. It's pre-ordered, it's just I can't
Yes.
pay for it yet. As soon as we can pay for it,
Yes.
that's when they'll ship it.
Hey, so guys, I'm 25 miles out and I have 2 gallons. Help.
Just
Stay at your altitude. You're not descending, are you?
I'm at 6,300 right now.
Stay. Do not go any lower. Go to 50% power and drop that RPM. Actually, keep the RPM up. Keep it at 2,400. It's a little easier on the engine.
Okay.
Just put some fuel in your plane.
It's
You
more
can do it while
fun.
you-
To,
Yeah,
more
you
fun
can do it
for
while
this
you're
reason.
flying, though.
Mo danger, mo fun.
I'm really bad with the guesstimating fuel. Last time when I flew the DA-42, I had to glide my plane in with no landing gear.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, FS Expo sounds like so much fun.
It's
How
a
much
blast.
is it?
The expo itself is cheap. It's like $70 for all 3 days.
That's not bad. How about
It's the getting there and staying there part that's expensive.
yeah. Oh my gosh, $199 a night
Yeah.
for 3 nights.
I
What?
may have to make a channel and start putting in details, or a forum post maybe.
Actually, do you want to go ahead and do that?
Who can?
Sure.
I mean, we could I guess we could make it a channel and
Real world. I'm just gonna make it next to Flight Sim Expo 2024 that literally no one used.
yeah. 25 will get a lot of use. If nobody put anything in 24, go ahead and delete it and just we'll add 25.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna change it to 2025.
That works too.
Everything inside it.
But I was already typing up my itinerary, trying to pre-plan it so that we had a good idea what was going on, then we could flesh out the details. But no, I mean, Tommy's gonna have a couple people. I actually got to meet somebody from the Delta Virtual. I was there. He had a TDV shirt on. I was like, hey, I don't know you, but I know you.
That's cool.
We fly for the same airline.
So
Hey,
we
can
hung
you-
out and talked for a little while.
Peter, Ron, can you try typing in 2020 in Expo 2025? I don't know if I have that channel locked down or not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you mean? Like put it in the chat?
Just like type something in there.
Can't.
Okay.
That
thank
might be
you.
why nothing was in there.
No, I think I locked it down when I was after the expo ended.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? Type anything in there?
Okay. Try now.
What am I trying to do?
There
Hey,
it goes.
thank you. Thanks, Ron.
Yep, yep.
Just try to post a message in there because Dev and I have admin rights, so you guys, or we can message in any channel, but you guys don't have admin rights. So he was just testing it.
Oh, you're talking about Discord. I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, Discord.
That's where I was lost.
All right, I am 13 miles away, and I got a banana arc just before the airport, so we are on a very good glide path at the moment. We have plenty of fuel, unlike Dev, and we should enjoy a nice landing. Nice calm. Surprised for the about the lack of snow up here. It's interesting.
Dev knows I'm going to Aruba for a week. Did I
Aruba
tell you that?
Aruba's,
Yeah,
if you've
but,
never been there, it's a fantastic place.
I'm going to tell him I'm paying $800 a night in Aruba.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah, but that's food, alcohol,
That's food
everything.
and alcohol. That's
Aruba,
all inclusive, and the hotel. Yeah.
I wanna take you.
For how many nights?
Believe me, it's worth it.
How many nights, Ron?
6 nights, I think.
Oh my gosh, how much
Fun
is
fact,
that?
Ron is actually
It's
going
like-
to the same hotel I've been to.
Yeah, it's like $4,000.
That's 4,800.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It is worth
What?
the trip.
Hold on.
I think our whole
That's
trip
not
was
bad.
6,000.
Oh, that's it? What
two
the
of
heck
us.
are you talking about?
What do you want to know?
I'm just baffled.
With all
4,800. Oh, that's it? That's not that much. What?
Just give it a couple years, Dev, when you start to see how expensive some of these vacation spots are.
Yeah.
And then when you go cheap, and you get an Airbnb,
It's-
and you're in the mountains, and it's middle of summer, and the mini split ductless air unit goes out, then you're gonna be like, I wish I spent the money.
I should have spent the $300 a night.
This sounds like it's personal experience.
Yes.
And we're staying in the part where there's no one under 21 allowed in that hotel.
Yep. Hopefully they updated it since I was there, because the adults only was not as nice as the family side.
Well,
So
I was just there a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah,
my
if you already know what it's
my
like.
wife was there last year, so yeah, the room was fine. It had a balcony. We got a sea view, I think.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, Knock, we get a straight-in approach. Like
I know,
literally.
I'm perfectly on the glide slope right now, too.
I
It's
know, I am
incredible.
too. It's just hilarious.
Like, I don't think I could have planned that better.
No.
Yeah, that never happens.
I might actually have to start slowing down.
I love how you can tell this is the DA-42. The DA-40 is a stripped-down version of the DA-42 by the 4 missing circuit breakers on the circuit breaker panel.
Yeah. Did you use
Yeah,
that
this
same panel?
This part of the world is very flat. So I'm surprised.
We just got out of those mountains. We were in the Aleutian Mountains.
Yeah.
And that actually looks really good on the stream. Tommy, if you're still there, take a look at that. Looks really good on the stream. Okay, so I start pulling some power here. Riching her back up. And prop full. Autopilot off. Just line her up a little bit better than we're lined up.
Ah, perfect. This is hilarious.
Landing lights on and fuel pump on. And tanks are about even. Right tank might be a little better. Let's go right tank. Right tank.
How much fuel do I have now?
Let's go ahead and slow it up just a touch more so we can get those flaps. Alright, approach flaps. Put the throttle back in. We're actually a little touch high here. And landing flaps. Go ahead and get fully configured. Lights are all on. Get power back in as we drop.
This legit might be my new favorite plane, besides the DA-42.
I mean, it literally is just a DA-42 with a more complex engine management system.
That's why I like it.
Probably learn how to fly one of these in your school. I'm sure they got some.
We do not, unfortunately.
Oh, they've got some here.
I wish we did.
Y speed. Let me look
Yeah,
for 60
they mainly
knots.
They mainly have Piper arrows.
Gotcha.
And
A
some
little bit more
Aviations.
power. Levers are full. Slow up a little bit more here. Get to that X speed for approach speed. And where to land? Way 26, I believe.
You guys will think this is funny. When I was building the livery out for today, the ALBDs or albedos for the panel are the exact same as the DA-42. Like, I'm joking. They even say DA-42 on them. They forgot
really?
to name those ALBDs. Yep.
It still shows me high, but I feel like I'm on a pretty good glide slope here. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm having a similar problem right now. It's all whites, and I'm like, what? No.
Yeah, I disagree with the Pappies there, but it's all right. Like they would have brought me in really low.
Yeah. "2024 is great for GA. I just need to get it to work with my airliners."
Is anybody following me right behind me?
I am.
All right, I'm gonna roll it out to the end then. We'll park it down here. Dang it, I can't see anybody. Ah, group photos are struggling. It's like a downhill slope here too. So it keeps on
can
rolling.
We can all connect to VPilot really quickly and just take the group photo.
I want to take the group photos. We're all squatting around our airplanes. It just looks fun.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, use the brakes to turn here.
This is bringing me in really low.
Yeah, I didn't follow the Pappies by any means.
Okay, why is this landing strip not have any lines either? This is the second one today.
Does it have lines? Is that what you ask?
Yeah, it doesn't have any, like, runway markings.
It's Alaska. I forgot to paint
Oh.
the hardware store, and the hardware store is 500 miles away.
Ran out of paint.
All right.
It's just a hop, skip, and a jump on your DA-40.
Yep. Oh, hang on. Gotta set those parking brakes. Yeah, feel off. There you go. Beautiful. That sunset. All right. Cool. You're back. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a nice little landing at the end there. Nice and smooth. The DA-40 is actually an excellent aircraft. I'm pretty happy with that thing. So, if you guys don't mind hitting that follow button down there, which is our latest addition to our streaming adventures here. So it would be super helpful on Twitch, and that way you get alerted for the next one. We'll be back possibly tomorrow night for Friday Night Ops. And everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for being the dependable followers and viewers. So we're gonna possibly do Friday Night Ops tomorrow, and then Sunday we'll do our usual group flight. So tomorrow will be VetSim, and Sunday will be our group flight offline. So that way some people aren't comfortable with VetSim and or really want to do it at all. So all right guys, with that, I'll catch you guys next time. I'm gonna go with some dinner, and happy flying.